International justice is essential for victims of serious crimes who don't have access to avenues for justice in their home country, where perpetrators remain in authority. The Rohingya community has been demanding justice for the serious crimes they faced in Myanmar for decades, especially in 2016 and 2017. For the Rohingya, international justice means that the perpetrators of crimes are held accountable for what they did. It can also mean reparations to account for the harm done to the community and to establish the truth. International justice is essential for the Rohingya people's future. Let's look at the legal definitions of the crimes committed against the Rohingya. Genocide is a violent act committed with intent to destroy a specific national, ethnic, racial, or religious group. Acts of genocide include causing serious bodily or mental harm, inflicting conditions of life intended to bring about destruction of the group, killing, imposing measures intended to prevent births. The 2018 UN fact-finding mission concluded that the Myanmar military carried out the crime of mass killings and rapes with genocidal intent. The UN arrived at this conclusion after taking into consideration the existence of discriminatory policies against the Rohingya, the organized plan of destruction, and the extreme brutality and scale of the violence. Crimes against humanity are acts that are committed as part of a widespread or systematic attack directed against any civilian population, regardless of its identity. Acts of crimes of humanity include murder, imprisonment, torture, enforced disappearance, deportation, rape, and other forms of sexual violence, and persecution of a particular ethnic, religious group. The UN fact-finding mission has also concluded that these acts of crimes against humanity were committed against the Rohingya people in Myanmar during the 2016 and 2017 clearance operations. This means that in both 2016 and 2017, crimes against the Rohingya were not random acts, but were systematic and widespread in terms of their geographical reach and the large numbers of people targeted. War crimes are serious violations of international humanitarian law committed during an armed conflict. Acts of war crimes include attacking civilians, looting, attacking protected objects, taking hostages, sentencing or execution without due process, murder, torture, cruel treatment, rape, sexual slavery, and sexual violence. In Rakhine State, the Myanmar military soldiers did not respect any laws and mercilessly attacked civilians and their property. All these crimes can result in state responsibility for Myanmar for violating the international law and individual criminal responsibility for the individual perpetrators. Watch our video summarizing the legal cases for the Rohingya to find out more about how these crimes are being looked into by the relevant courts.